Hey everyone, Flab to Fabulous 18 here. So I've gotten a couple requests over the past few days about exercises and specifically arms and shoulders. So I really am in love with my shoulders right now, and to the outside view looking in, it's probably not that big of a deal, but for me, I feel like I actually have shoulders that are somewhat defined, and I worked my ass off since January, I think, into December, working on weights and strength training, and I can really see the difference. So I'm going to share with you some of the arm exercises that I've been doing that I enjoy doing and that I work into my circuits when I do my circuits. I am not a certified trainer. I am not a professional in any way. This is just what I do, what I've learned to do via YouTube videos, via workout DVDs, and working with my physiatrist through the surgery center and throughout the years of trying different workouts. So always consult your physician before you try anything. You always want to start with a small weight, work yourself up to heavier weights, and the key is having good form and doing it consistently. It's not so much about the weight. Okay, heavier the weight is how you build muscle, I guess, but if you just want to try to strengthen, it doesn't matter how heavy the weight is. Okay, so the first thing I do, and another side note, I do not know the names for half of these exercises, so I don't know what they're called. I'm just showing you what I do and what I've been doing, and why this is why I think I'm in love with my shoulders right now. Okay, so one of the things I do, I have a 15-pound kettlebell. Obviously, you're not going to start with a 15-pound kettlebell if you're not doing these regularly, and you don't need to have a kettlebell. You can do these with just a dumbbell, okay? You start with a 3-pound, you can start with a 5-pound. You start where you need to. It's about the motion and the form, okay? So with these, it's simple. You just pull up in a controlled motion, and I stop right at chest level, and this is working my upper arms, shoulders. I don't know what all muscles it works, but I feel it in my upper back, my shoulders, and in my upper arms. Okay, again, you can do that with a dumbbell. Okay, it's about the motion. So you can, see, I would do it, if I were using the dumbbell, I would probably go this way. And it's the same movement. Now I often, when I do these, I will go into a squat and then come up, just so I get some lower body into it. That's how I multitask. That's how I get to it, but you can certainly just focus on the upper body by itself. Okay, so that's one exercise I do. Another exercise that I do and that I like, and it's very basic, are bicep curls. Okay, bicep curls don't just work your biceps, they engage other muscles. Okay, and if you're going to be working on your shoulders, you might as well work on your biceps too. So I use 10 times. I actually use my bar, but because I wanted to go up a weight and I didn't have heavier dumbbells than 10. But again, it's not about the weight, so you want to make sure your elbow stays stationary because you're working your bicep. You don't want to lift it like this. You want to keep your arm steady, and you also want to have your elbow to the back. You don't want it up front, because then I think you engage different muscles. Again, I'm not a professional, I'm just saying what I read. Okay, and that's it. It's simple. Bicep curls, you want to make sure you keep your back straight. You don't want to have to be going. If you're doing this, it's probably too heavy for you. You just want to engage the muscles, okay? So bicep curls are regularly part of my circuits, okay? The next one, and I don't know what this is called. I think this is a hammer curl with a lat raise in it, but I'm not entirely sure. I learned this exercise off of one of my weight DVDs, but the Jillian Michaels Lift and Shred, it's a really good DVD. This one, you're gonna use lighter weights. So if you're using like 10-pound weights for bicep curls, you wanna use a 5 or 8 for these. I started these with 5s, and I've only been doing them with 8s probably for the past month or 2. Okay, so this one you're gonna do a hammer curl. So you're gonna have your arms straight down, and you go up, okay? Up, and then you lift out. And you want to make sure it's all controlled. You don't want to go this way. You want it to be shoulder level, go down, and be controlled the whole time. Here you want to make sure you keep your elbows in place, okay? Your wrist, this is a little bit different than the bicep curl, because the bicep curl, our hands are like this. On the hammer curl, it's like you're hammering, okay? So you go up, out. This works muscles in your arms, works muscles in your neck, muscles in your upper back, shoulders, maybe not neck, but shoulders, back for sure. I can't show you here because of how I have the camera set up, but how I multitask with this one, I go against the wall into a wall sit. I can't do it here, but I go into a wall sit where you have your back against the wall and you're literally sitting, and then I hold the wall sit while I do it. That way I engage my lower body. My favorites. These are the next couple are my favorites, and I'm not gonna lie when I tell you they're my favorites because I get to lay down. And I know that's lazy, and it sounds lazy, but when you start out exercising, when you are 300 plus pounds, you can't wait to sit down and lay down, okay? And I think that's why they became my favorite. I don't know. But this, I do use the bench. You don't need to, and I'll show you how you can do this on the floor. But if you do have a bench, chest presses are super effective. They really help work the muscles in here. And I don't know if it's true, but I've read that if you work on your chest muscles, it helps lift your boobs up so they're not just ass saggy. I don't know if that's true, but that's why I started doing them. But I do love them. And they work your arms, upper arms, and your shoulders as well. So again, you don't want to lift too heavy, but you want to make sure what you're lifting is effective and that you can have a controlled motion. So these are just simply controlled down, controlled up. And that's it. There's nothing to them. They are definitely one of my favorite exercises. Now, if you don't have a bench, you can do these on the floor by simply laying down with your legs bent. Get your weights that you're going to use, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to hold it straight up, and you're going to come down just above the ground. You don't want to rest on the ground because that's not engaging anything. You're going to come just above the ground and up. And it's the same motion, okay? The next one I'm going to show you is a chest fly. I love chest flies, again, same reason. Works the chest, works my shoulders, upper arms. This to start up. An upright position. Go down just above the ground. You don't want to hit the ground. You can do this on the bench too. And it's just simply Controlled open, controlled close, controlled open, controlled close. Okay? That is a very effective exercise. Another one I do from the floor with lighter weights. Make sure I have room here. I do not know what this is called. This is another one that I learned off of the Jillian Michaels Lift and Shred DVD. And this is, I think, more for the upper back, but it does engage the shoulders as well. So this one you gotta start off really light. When I first started doing this, when I was doing the DVD regularly, I could not barely even do it with a 5-pound weight. But you start in an upright position and you go back and you stop right at chest level. If you go further, I think it engages different muscles, but so chest level, back to just above the floor, keep your tummy tucked in. This is one of my favorites. I can feel it working my muscles as I do it. It's a great exercise. If you want to, you can engage your lower body by going up into a semi-bridge and doing these exercises that at the same time. Sometimes I do that with my chest flies. But it's a very, very good exercise. And then another one I do from the floor is for my triceps, and I got an itch. One way that I do that, one way I work out triceps is I hold this straight above me and I come down just so that the weights barely touch my arm. That's how I know I'm in the right spot, and then I go back up. Now, you can do tricep exercises many different ways. I just prefer this one because I feel like I can do it easier when I'm laying down. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being lazy. I don't know. But that's what I do. Okay? Another way that you can do triceps is by taking the weight from behind you, holding it with both hands and lifting straight above your head. You can do it that way. Another way that I've been starting to add into my workouts, I don't do them really regular just yet, but let's see if I can do this. I hurt my knee, I don't know if I can. Is I take my kettlebell with the opposite hand, I put the hand that's not lifting onto the bench with my leg, and I line my feet and kettlebell like this, and then I pull up and down. This is a great arm exercise. Upper back, shoulders, triceps, etc. That one I really like. And the row is another good one. So the row, you go into a squat, semi-squat, and you pull up and down, up and down, up and down. This is extremely effective. I've been doing this also since the Jillian Michaels DVDs. And then you can also do the reverse row where you flip your arms and you pull back. I, of course, do not do all of these exercises on the same day. Okay, I mix them up with crunches and squats and different things like that. And then just one more that's really good. If you're in a wall sit, to multitask, or even if you don't want to do it in a wall sit, it's just, this is similar to what we do on the ground, except we're going back farther, so you're probably working different muscles. But those are good, and also doing it this way. Now, if you do the hammer curl where you're going like this, you get this, and you also get the hammer curl, but you can just simply do lateral raises. You can do lateral raises in a wall sit as well. So those are my arm exercises that I do and that I alternate with and add into my routine. I feel like they were effective. If you go back and look at some of my before pictures, hopefully you should be able to see the difference. I really should go through and take a side-by-side of my shoulders, like this area up now compared to in December when I started doing weight workouts, just so I can show you the difference. But anyway, that's what I do. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Shoot me a message with any questions that you may have or any requests that you have. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and give me a thumbs up. Thank you.